The story of Horatius. A long time ago, around 510 BCE, the ancient Romans said, "Enough! We've had it with you, King Tarquin the Proud, the mean, the nasty, and the unfair. Go away. Leave our city." And they threw him out. Tarquin the Proud didn't like that much, so he went to the Etruscans and said, "I need some help. Rome threw me out. They must pay." The Etruscans said, "Sure, we'll give you some help. We'll give you an army." And back Tarquin came. Rome was taken by surprise. The people who lived in the surrounding countryside fled toward Rome as fast as they could. They poured across the narrow wooden bridge over the Tiber that connected Rome with its farm fields on the other side, seeking refuge in the walled city of Rome. The Etruscan army was on their heels. Inside the city, the Romans were in such a panic and so disorganized that once their people were safely inside, they forgot to destroy the bridge, or perhaps it never occurred to them to do so. Led by Tarquin the Proud, who knew his way around Rome pretty well, the Etruscan army headed for narrowest piece of the Tiber, where of course the Romans had built their bridge. Imagine their delight when they discovered that the Romans had left the bridge for them to cross. They would not have to swim to the Tiber to reach Rome. It was a disaster. If the Etruscans crossed the bridge, they would take Rome. Horatius, a young Roman soldier, called to his friends, "Come on, we'll hold the bridge while the others chop it down." His friends froze. They were terrified at the thought of facing an entire army. "Then, at least chop the bridge down while I hold them off," Horatius pleaded. He stood on the bridge and faced the Etruscan army alone. "Who among you is brave enough to face a Roman soldier?" he shouted. The Etruscans threw spears at him, but they were some distance away, and the bridge itself gave Horatius protection. Horatius stood firm, fighting like a hero. When the Etruscans tried to cross the narrow bridge, Horatius cut them down. Two of his friends rushed out to help him, and behind them, other young soldiers were frantically sawing at the heavy cords that held the bridge. Horatius felt the bridge give way. "Go back!" he shouted at his friends. His friends raced for the protection of the walled city. It was hopeless, they thought. One man cannot stop an entire army. Only the gods could save them now. But Horatius was right. The bridge was giving way. As the bridge began to fall, Horatius turned and dived into the Tiber. The gods were with him. He swam back to Rome safely and received a hero's welcome. The Etruscan army fell back. How could one man face an army and live? It was an omen. They did not wish to anger the gods. It was true what they said about Rome. It was a divine city. Tarquin the Proud screamed and shouted and carried on something awful, but nothing he said could convince the Etruscan army to swim the Tiber and fight Rome. The Etruscan army went home, and they never came back again. And the Roman people vowed never to be ruled by a king again, nor were they. Rome went on to establish for the first time in history a government by the people and for the people of Rome, the Roman Republic.